welcome back to the Rose Reports YouTube channel. We are doing this the night after the Luton game, but we are joined by Ollie today. There he is
How you
in the
doing, guys?
flesh. Look at this. He got the badge in just for us boys. He literally just before we got on, he made sure to get it on just beforehand. But absolute legend Ollie is. I'm gonna put all his socials down below in the bio. Make sure to go out there and look at all them. But yeah, a massive. Well, it depends how you look at it. We could have done with a win, but I still think it was a massive result. Luton are third place for a reason, people, and they showed it yesterday. Defend, 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 defend. We'll pick when we want to go attack. And they did. They did. People complained that it was a foul on pretty sure it was Joe Rankin Costello, but I think it's more desire, more wanting the ball more than Joe Rankin Costello. I still think Rankin Costello had a great game, but I think that Luton, when it came to it, wanted it a little bit more. But we showed them what we were all about on the other end as well in the air. And Hayden Carter, first goal for Blackburn Rovers. What a moment for the young kid. But you come on, Ollie, what did you think on the game yesterday?
Um, I think first off, yeah, again, I don't think Luton were mugs. I think there was a generalisation that they were going to turn up. They had the playoffs sewed up, and that was it. They were just going to let us roll them over because playoffs was going to be on their mind. I tell you what, you've said exactly there as well. They're third place for a reason, and they've got two big lads up front that causes problems. Compact midfield. And I tell you what, we didn't get many opportunities first half. Saying that, we struggled in the final third. And the opportunities we did get, specifically, I remember the one where the ball came across to Travis, and instead of putting his foot through it, he tried to pass it on to Dolan or Rankin Costello on the other side. And the part of me was just thinking, have a bit of a snapshot, lads. And that's what we're missing at the moment. We're trying to make the perfect pass even more better. Just take a chance. But it may look to be a more valuable point. However, in the current time, it doesn't do as much favours, really.
Yeah, like you said there, Lewis Travis, a man at the start of the season, we were saying, right, you just got one goal, mate, calm down with some of the shots you're taking. And now we're telling him to put his laces through it more. It's unreal. I mean, Pickering had a chance, didn't he? And he tried to pass it into the right-hand corner and put it just wide. And then Schmodix hit the crossbar. And you just think to yourself, how many clear-cut chances do we need to score a goal? I mean, we're scoring more of the unclear-cut chances than we are the clear-cut ones. I mean, Gallagher against Coventry, the header he had 10 minutes before he scored his header, he should have put away way more than the one he scored. It's just unreal. We're just scoring some goals that you don't think we should score, and then the goals we should be scoring, we're not scoring. And again, it comes down to that striker position. I was in a TikTok live before, and a lot of people were screaming Jerry Yates' name out to me. 14 goals for Blackpool this season, a very poor Blackpool side, and he's only 26 years old. So, we'll come down to transfer discussions during summer. Me and Ollie, I'm sure Ollie's got a lot of people up his sleeve where he's ready to chuck up front. I'm pretty sure if he could, if he could, he'd be trying to buy another Alan Shearer again up front. I think he'd love to see someone like that, but. At this rate, we're probably better with Jollie Ollie at top than we are with Sam Gallagher or anybody else. So, we at the minute, that last third, we need that clinical touch. But one man who I did want to focus on, who I think he's the only one who's challenged Dom Hyam as of recently for Player of the Year and had another really good game, Sammy Schmodix.
Um, Look, I mean, when it came out as Player of the Year, I think Himes taken that because really he's been there for pretty much all the games. He's when we were crying out for a defender after losing Lenahan, he's fitted that role really well. Yes, we could talk about the Preston goal, you know, and we hear all the Agent Heim from the commentary fans on
Yeah.
social media and everything else. We've all heard it, lads. All right, it's getting old now. But to be fair, for what we got him for, and I remember commentary fans when we first signed him were in the comments, and they were going, "My God, how have you got him for that sort of money?" And we should be knocking him out for a couple of million. He has been, he's been fairly consistent, and I think it's been great for him, especially with Carter, um, working alongside him. I know he's had to work with Ayala, I know he had Scott Wharton, but I think he's merely got it for um, merely for longevity this season and his form of consistency. And it is deserved. But in terms of Simonics, if his energy, the way he runs around, he's just I love him for his full commitment. I genuinely believe he gives everything for the badge, and we've said it in many videos. Imagine you can have 11 Sam Simonics on the pitch, or probably 10 because the keeper would take the keeper position out.
I don't think
But
you'd want a 5'8" man in there. Definitely not.
no, but I can't think of one game where that lad has not given us everything recently. I can't. And, the goal he scored against Preston, how unlucky was he the other day to come off the bar? If that goal goes in, that place erupts absolutely via the pitch. But look, he's done well this year. I think it was a close call between those two personally, and I think obviously Heim's got it because of being the team more. And I think Sam Simonic's got put back out of the team like he has done JDT with a lot of players. However, I do think we need to potentially build around him in the summer.
And 100%, like you said there, if we had 10 bar the keeper, Sammy Schmeichel would be in a perfect position. I don't think anyone would be complaining apart from the groundsman. He would be the only man who's complaining because I'm sure there'd be a lot of extra patches of grass that he'd need to cover some of the holes he's leaving behind. But yeah, I mean, Dom Hyam, like you said, he's just had a more of a run in the squad, hasn't he, really? I think if Sammy Schmeichel started at the start of the season in the team and played throughout, I think he wouldn't be anywhere near. Sammy Schmeichel gives everything on the pitch, and I won't be surprised to see him as maybe a captain sometime in the near future, whilst Travis needs to come to terms with being a captain. And I also think Travis, one thing that disappointed me a lot was, and it's not something we're surprised about, but with Travis, it's his ball play. I think he can't pass a ball to save his life sometimes, that boy. And it really annoys me because I think we were 3-on-2 and he had to play a ball out wide to the right, and Tyrese Dolan and Sammy Schmorix were clean through both of them, right? And he didn't have that natural passing instincts that Adam Wharton has to just put it to the right where it's behind him, but he knows there's no one there. Let's just get it behind to the right and let's off play and let's play up that right side where we look strong. And he didn't have that about him. But moving on now to the last game of the season. I mean, Ollie knows how spicy it's getting. This is the desserts now. This is whether you have your chocolate pudding or you're having rhubarb and custard. No one wants rhubarb and custard. Everyone wants the chocolate pudding. What do you think, Ollie? Do you think we're going to get the chocolate pudding, or do you think we're going to finish on a really rubbish rhubarb and custard?
Well, it's definitely sticky toffee pudding for me, ain't chocolate pudding. But look, I've said in previous videos, and I keep repeating it. Look, we need to take it to the last game of the season. And the game on Saturday was getting so flat, and he hits that goal in, and everyone's up on their feet, and everyone was a bit more injection. And we find ourselves at least going there, knowing that if we win, we're not expecting everyone to lose, but just not to better our result. It's not the worst position to be in. We are playing one of the people that are in the pole position, and effectively our game will dictate what happens everywhere else, which is, look, it's a great thing to be a part of. We shouldn't be in this position. Let's get it right. This season, I mean, I even early doors predicted 12th, probably mid-table. Changing squad, young team, even after January, right? The fact we couldn't get anybody over the line, the fact our recruitment's been nothing but shambolic, and that's the truth, okay? There's no two ways about it. But we're in a position with no proper out-and-out striker, with a forward line which seems, to in the final third not be able to do anything. But we go into the last game with at least a chance and a good chance at that, okay? And I hope on the day, look, some luck's got to fall our way. I've said it. Look, the Coventry goal, the Burnley handball, the Preston goal, the off the look. There's got to be something where it's our turn, and hopefully, I can. Hopefully, come Monday, it's our time. I hope it is.
And it's crazy to think, right? After the Burnley game, a lot of people saying, right, it's over now. But it's crazy to think that we've complained about these 3 points we haven't got, the Coventry and the Preston game, right? Yeah. And rightly so, we should be getting them 3 points 100%. But if we got a point against Burnley, if we got a penalty and scored, we'd be in the driver's seat again for the playoffs come Millwall game. And it's so bizarre, isn't it? It's such fine lines. And I hate people saying that we've been very unlucky. We've had a mixture of a lot of luck and injustice as well. We definitely should have beat Preston. We definitely should beat Coventry. We definitely should have had a draw against Burnley. I think we played well enough to get a win against Burnley on a different day. If it weren't for a piece of magic that, of course, Manuel Benson, a player of his quality, you expect him to bring to the game. So I feel like we've been unlucky in that aspect, but every other result's gone for us, right? And if that luck can carry on to the last day of the season, right? Preston are a side that they're very much capable of beating Sunderland or getting a draw against Sunderland. Swansea, with the recent form they've been in, are very much a side that can beat West Brom. I had a West Brom fan in TikTok before. She was not having it. She was not having it. She was like, "We're not beating Swansea. We're not beating them." And I was like, you know what? I thought you could have beat Swansea, but with the way she was, I feel mentality wise, I think West Brom would rather lose to Swansea so their owners go. So I kind of think to myself, I don't think they're going to get it. Whereas it's that Sunderland Preston game that really, really gets me shaking. Because I think we all know Sunderland are going to take that early lead. We know that Sunderland are a team that like to go up. But all comes down to Preston. Are they going to get that one lucky goal to get every game? Are they going to be that team to do it for us? I don't know. Ollie doesn't know. None of us know. But make sure if you do have any idea to put it down in the comments below and predict it. But I think that leaves us nicely out of this video, to be fair. Like we said, we don't want to give too many thoughts on the last game of the season because we're going to leave that for a preview. I'm going to make sure to get Ollie on that because I won't have anyone else on this big final day of the season other than Ollie on the channel. I can tell you that for free. For everyone who says, I get paid for this, right? I don't. But if I did, Ollie would be getting a massive chunk out of it. And I promise you that now for free. I am an honest person. If I was getting paid, you'd see the summaries up here somewhere on the sky. I promise you. But not yet. But if you keep pushing the channel like you are, the YouTube, very hard to grow on YouTube, very, very hard. We've got up to 70 subscribers already. The Instagram's nearly at 3K. TikTok on 1.5 now, it's really pushing. Even the Twitter's got 250. It's very hard to grow on that, and that's really pushing. Who knows? We could get sponsorships. We could get anything. It would be really nice to be able to. So, if you want to see more of that, subscribe, like, turn the bell on, and make sure to give Ollie a big fat follow on TikTok as well because the stuff he's doing over there is unbelievable. The amount of people that tune over just to go to him for the Blackburn reaction stuff is unreal. But again,
One quick one as well, guys. So we're putting a competition out soon as well, with the page. We've got a decent source. It's a good price. I think if you follow us on here, you definitely will enjoy this. And so go over to your TikTok, go over to Matt's as well with the Rovers Report, and I promise you'll love the price.
yeah, and we're not going to give anything away now, but put it this way, as a Blackburn fan myself, I'm jealous I'm not included in this giveaway. I wish I could get myself in this giveaway. It's a very nice prize, and we all know Simon's a Burnley fan, but at the same time we've got to respect the fan. He's a man of his word. He said if we lost to them that he'd give the prize away for us, and he's done it. And we've been given the thumbs up by a certain somebody who we're giving it away from as well. So yeah, Ollie, thank you so much. A massive, massive thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome. Listen, lads, we've got contacts within this, so don't get me wrong. Listen, we do this. I do this for a good laugh, a bit of fun. And thanks to anybody that does come up to us, by the way, recent games and left comments and stuff. And like I said, you come up to me, speak to me. I'm nothing special. Just a guy who enjoys going to watch his football club and will do for many more years. So come up and say hi.
And there you go. I mean, you don't get much more humble than that, do you guys? But yeah, thank you all for watching. And again, make sure you do everything I said before. Like, subscribe, hit the notifications, and let's bring on the last game of the season. It's not over until it's over.